In this video, we'll be talking about how the Lunar overture event became the most disappointing event in TDS history. I'm gonna be dividing this video in multiple parts, so we're gonna close look at what truly happened to Lunar overture and why it failed. For the whole year of 2023, we got absolutely nothing. We didn't have any new towers, we didn't have any new game modes, we only really have new skin crates. And plushies too, but that's a little detailed. And we didn't got much information about what they were gonna do for Halloween until September 21st, when they will drop their update forecast, showcasing when they were gonna drop v1.8.5, v1.9, and 2.0. The most interesting one was 1.9, because that's when they were gonna drop the event tower alongside Range Rover War, minigun rework, and lots of skin drop. All of that releasing on mid-October. Alongside it, on 2.0, they should have new difficulty, a new boss, 2 new towers, new enemies, new skin, new maps on early November. October 2nd, 2023, where Bello would send a sneak peek of Lunar Overture. And 2 weeks later, Bello would send another sneak peek of Lunar Overture. And 10 days later, he sent out this invite right here, which says that you're invited to the solar eclipse on October 28th. And a bit after, we got more info with the update launching on October 27th and the Act 1 releasing on October 28th. And Lunar Overture is released, which comes with a new lobby and a battle pass. As the dev mentioned previously, we'll have to wait an extra day for Act 1 to release on October 28th, alongside the UGCs. They also announced the Umbra plushie available on the Paradox in-game store for around $25. This plushie also came with an in-game skin for the Commander Tower. Act 1 has been released, and people are loving it. Let me show you the excerpt of the first cutscene.
I can buy you some time, but you need to get out of here, now!
I am not letting you deal with this alone!
I promise, I will meet up with you in the forest. But whatever you do, don't do anything until I... Go, now!
Not only do they have cutscenes that I've just shown you, but they're also voice acted, which almost never happened in any Roblox games before. According to the huge spike of likes, people seem to be happy about it, right? Well, that was until they released the UGCs, since in order to get it, you not only had to win Act 1 again, but the system was RNG based, meaning if you're really unlucky, you won't get any of it. People were mad about it, especially on Twitter and a bit on Discord. There's even a guy that won 25 times and didn't get a single one of these UGCs, which just proved how bad this system is. It probably would have been better if they made it so that there's 3 different waves of UGCs. For example, the first wave is releasing the Executioner helmet, in which the first 2.5k winners will be able to claim it. Then once it's out of stock, they can go for the second UGC, being the Executioner Axe, and the first 2.5k winners after the Executioner helmet run out will get the Executioner Axes. And same thing for the little pumpkin dude, I forgot what it's called. Hey, I'm trying to reach 2.5k subscribers before GTA 6 release. So if you like this video, then maybe consider subscribing. Anyways, back to the video. Nothing much really happened during Act 2, most likely because people said it was mid. I mean, it's cool that we're back in the carnival with the return of Jacobot, but there was still a lot of hate, most likely because there was still the RNG UGC based system which everybody hated. And because there was also a bug on Wave 10 where after you died the cutscene would still play and then would show the end screen. Not a big bug, but still. But other than that, we didn't got much, so let's go to Act 3. And Act 3 finally released! Oh, never mind, they delayed it by 6 days. I mean, Solar Eclipse Night 4 was also delayed by a day. Let's forget, in the meantime, they send us this screenshot right here, which says, "Don't forget your ticket and popcorn. This show is going to literally blow the roof. Tune in for the launch of Access 3 on November 11th at 12 PM EST for the Lunar Overture's grand finale. First 50,000 users will win Access 3, will receive a free limited UGC, earn a limited edition event tower, and complete to earn 5 new UGC limiteds." We can even see a ticket saying grand finale. Experience the greatest event in TDS history. And it looks like they fixed most of the UGC problem by making the narrator hats the top 50k winners. I guess we should wait, I guess. Okay, now actually I finally been really... Are you kidding me? Are you telling me that they delayed Access 3 for 12 hours? Sorry for yelling so hard, it was just me crashing out. Anyways, the server then went on lockdown for a few days, and I have nothing else to say, so let's just move on to Access 3. After 6 days and 12 hours of delay, Act 3 has finally been released. People expect this to be perfect after that huge delay. And I gotta say, this release was an absolute disaster! First of all, the event was almost impossible without bugs. Then they made it even more impossible by nerfing the spotlight, which is what kills the final boss. The UGCs were bugged as some people did not get the narrator top hat after winning Act 3. The narrator, for whatever reason, was against us. And then they finally nerfed Act 3, but instead of nerfing that little, they nerfed it so bad that it was possible to solo it with one tower! That tower being the Golden Soldier. And as I've mentioned previously, the balancing was horrible. In summary, not only was the balancing bad, but they also killed the lore. This is probably the worst week that Paradoxum game has ever lived in their history. After the huge flop of Lunar Overture and how badly it was executed and hated, Bello Natural, the owner of the game, has decided to fire Razradix from the dev team. Most likely because he had allegations against him and because he was a bit responsible of why Lunar Overture failed. If you don't know what Razradix was, he basically was the lead programmer of TDS. After Razradix was fired, Bello had a lot of work to do. First of all, he extended the Lunar Overture event to December 22nd. Thanks to using all the model and all the concepts, Blonatural and his team managed to create the Christmas event in just 2 weeks. It brought back a high concurrent players, being at 70k, but sadly it will never recover for the damage that Lunar Overture did to them. Then New Year comes around. It's now 2024 and Bello Natural decided to do something very risky. He decided to hire more developers, but not just a few, like a lot. There are now around 25 developers. So they put out weekly updates, and at first people seem confused and all, and they don't really like it. But over time it becomes better and better, which completely recovered TDS and changed how we see the video. If you liked it, then make sure to like and subscribe and share to your friends who doesn't know that much about Lunar Overture. Don't forget to comment if I have missed any important details in the video, or if you want to share your experience with Lunar Overture. See ya!